It's your boy Ty Data. Thou can't fool me or trick me. Yeah. I know what's in there. I know what's there.
Excuse me if I don't greet you. I'm sorry I wanna fight you, but I'm guided by a spirit that naturally don't like you. I can try to pretend it, or I can even hide it, but the code that's inside it, it be suicide guided. The code, the answers in the code, and they shit that they teaching y'all is void, and it's I can come in, so I can reverse engineer it, conjuring up the spirit so the ancestors hear it. They best to pray to Lucy. You don't reach that 5,000. Time should be ticking till you scoured face capitals. I'm too dilute to curse, and too dilute to test. We dance on your priest and put to rest to your best. They walking around arrogant, thinking they knowing who we are. Till we got to get surrounded like yeah. Ni wei tong pu tong hua ma. To the sound of the cha. Look into your future and see where you die. Yeah. Me go and say Shema. The code, the cure is in the code. The code, cause the time is good as gold. The code, can I tell them about the code? The code, cause the time is good as gold. The code, cause the cure is in the code. The code, the time is good as gold. Humanoid prototypes skewing through your day. It's time to do away with the circus olay. Me laugh and me joke, never do me play. Judge what me do and ignore what me say. We armed to the teeth and that's 100% delivered unexpected like a present to a peasant. Even though you got it, never will you get it, cause we talking in code and we laughing embedded. The code, while you searching for your soul, and it's right there in front of you and nobody knows. But who am I to judge? Or who am I to teach? We tribing up elite as we delete the feed. You hate me with your guts and I love you with my beat. As peaceful as I come, there's a madman in me. My code, my soul is in my code. My code, cause my time is good as gold. My code, can you teach me about the code? The code, cause my time is good as gold. My code, my soul is in my code. My code, cause my time is good as gold.
Yeah. It's your boy Ty Data. I know what's in there. I know what's there. Y'all can't fool me or trick me. Y'all just lucky. Cause I'm full of joy and full of peace. And that's the way you gotta keep me. Or else.
Welcome. What's up? Welcome to The Cures in the Code by your boy Ty Data. We're gonna go in with a couple more chapters today. This is my living quarters. As you can see, I'm living okay. Not too bad, but I'm still a prisoner. At least that's what I feel like some days. But feel free to check me out, look around. There's lots of Easter eggs. It's going to take you probably about 30 years to be able to decipher the meaning, the process, and the things that's going on. Many of my backdrops, many of the backgrounds have hidden meanings in them. Sometimes they spare the moment meanings, and sometimes they're real hardcore. But a lot of people don't understand that. They just think, we just put some stuff together real quick and just put it on. Well, actually we do sometimes, but there's always a meaning. But this is my little place of zen. And but I got a couple complaints because YouTube has been messing with my content. This is it don't bother me too much because we're moving away from YouTube. YouTube is not your friend. YouTube don't like you. That's not your friend. That's not ours. And this is why it's very important for us to have our own, even if it's not even up to par to YouTube. It's still ours. But it's kind of hard to define ours versus yours, theirs. But it is what it is. Sorry that the video's coming late because YouTube has been processing many of our videos, and so it threw off the timing. Yesterday morning I did a video called, get these niggas out of here, something of that nature. Niggas must go, or something like that. And it's 2 hours long. YouTube only provided about 40 minutes worth of it, and it's been processing for a total of about a day. Now, I know since YouTube is a big company, many people can brush that off and say, well, you can brush that off like that. But I've been doing the little YouTube things for a while, and there is glitches, things that happen. So I don't mean to take it too personal, but it's just kind of, when it happens, keep happening over and over again. On certain accounts, it seems a little, I don't know, seems a little misplaced, calculated. But I will be releasing this video. It's about 2 hours long whenever they allow me to release it. It's a pretty powerful video. It tells a lot, and whenever they release it, I will release it. But as you know, I am writing a book during this time, and I'm trying my best to be as simple as possible. So it's a little difficult for me because I'm doing the production, I'm doing a lot, and this is, sometimes it can take a toll on you and your attention span, because most people, you don't get their attention for a long time. But I've been out there trying to find a YouTube world. I've been trapped in here, and I'm a loner. I don't have my people here. I'm here by myself. You see my little room, you see my bed. They provide me with everything I need. I have a place where I can print my own clothes. I have a printer where I can print my own clothes. I have different types of 3D and material printers where I can make gadgets and do my little stuff. So some days I'm very happy here and I feel very lucky, and some days I just want to break down and tear something up. And I'm out here, and sometimes I get a YouTube signal. Every now and then I get a YouTube signal. It's very exciting to see the people out there in the YouTube world, but the signal doesn't last that long. And so as you can see, hold on one second. Let me see if I can get on. Coaching Bones is on right now. I can't really type in the chat room. That's what I believe I'm either, and then the signal just goes away. And now that was it. That was a little glimpse I get to see of my people, of my society. I get to see little glimpse of them, and now they're gone. But that was pretty much the most exciting thing that happened to me all day, is I got to see a little glimpse of Coaching Bones show, Tribe Up News at tribeupnews.com, and that was the highlight of my little day. But let's go ahead and go in, and let's go ahead and break down these chapters really quick. Now, we're going to begin. Chapter 1. chapter 1. Breaking down the code. Now, the purpose of breaking down the code is simply to be able to understand the solution. If most people actually understand what I am saying, and if I can keep their attention long enough to touch them or to gain their trust for them to actually believe what I'm saying without having to have hardcore evidence of proof, and just start to practice what I'm saying, it would never happen. So I am left with different types of exercises, different types of metaphors and examples to connect with my people. But because most people have an opinionated concept of who you are or who they think you are, they will only give you a certain amount of their attention. And because you only have a certain amount of their attention, what you say to them has less value. And even if you have enough of their attention, it still will not be enough for them to fully understand the code. Now, my fully understanding of the code and how to manipulate the code and how to make the code work for you and how to create your own code. And then when I look at the situation as our community is as a whole, to solve these problems, mathematical problems, to me, it is as simple as a game of tic-tac-toe. All of our problems and the answer and our solution can be solved as simple as winning a game of tic-tac-toe. It is just that simple. And as simple as that is, it can be very scary because it's so easy. The flimsy code that our society is ran by is so fragile that it is scary to even know the truth. Breaking down the code requires real life scenarios. This is something you can practice for yourself, for your family, as a community, as a nation, or as a whole entire population across the planet. In order for me to break this down, I am going to have to use things that relate to you so you can get a full grasp and understanding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to the shoe industry, for example. To break down the code, first ones must understand the simple process of control all options. Example. When you go to the store and buy a pair of shoes, all your options are basically the same. When you go and buy a car, all your options are the same. And to be able to control one's options is a power that many people don't understand. When you go to the car company, you have a select amount of choices, and all your choices goes back to the same code. Let me explain. You go to the Ford dealership, Chevy, Dodge. They're all owned by the same people. So the illusion is that you're making a choice. But in all reality, you're choosing exactly what I want you to choose. Acura, Honda, Toyota, Lexus is all owned by the same people. To control your options, your reality. But most of the people are so political that when they hear me say they're owned by the same people, they automatically go to a race, a country, or a continent. And when I say owned by the same people, I am not talking about neither of those. I am talking about the code that governs them. Non-political, non-racial, but mathematical. I might have to break that down a little more in another segment of what I mean by that, because most people will not understand that right now. I apologize for not being able to elaborate on that as of this second. But we're going to get back to that. We're going to go back to the shoe industry, because the shoe industry is an industry that has a code that is slightly different from many other industries. Some of the main shoe companies we have is Jordan, Nike, and Adidas. But unlike the car industry, the shoe industry do not make only shoes. The shoe industry make shirts, hats, towels, baby clothes, and also I believe they make blankets. They make scarves, gloves, baseball gloves, winter gloves, socks, sports gear, just pants. Some of them even make basketballs, footballs, and beyond. So the code of the shoe company it has a wide spread mechanism. But it is still governed by the same code of the society. You have cologne, because they control all options, which give you the illusion that you are choosing. Now, if you understand the code, you would understand that you're not choosing. You are only participating. Example. What would happen to the computer industry if Nike decides to make computers? What would happen to the restaurant industry if Jordan decided to make a chain of restaurants? What would happen to the software industry with Apple and Android if Adidas decided to come out with its own software? What would happen with Sprint and T-Mobile, if Jordan decides to come out with its own communications company. If you understand the code, you would understand that this will disrupt that industry's code. Although it is a possibility that these companies have the ability to make this happen, but because they are governed by a code, they are not allowed. Not by mathematical law, but by the culture in which the culture adopts. And which now I know many of you, and maybe even some of me, are governed by these same codes. And this is why you think the way you do. It's because the options that you are giving shapes your reality, which then controls your personality. Your personality is a code that has been written by your options. So in order to break down the code, you must understand the options of which the code provides. We have the ability to create and to have our own code, which create the options. The options of our community. %90 of our problems, to solve them, it is as simple as a game of tic-tac-toe. If you can win a game of tic-tac-toe, you have the ability to solve all the problems in our community. It is a numbers game, a mathematical equation, people. It is very depressing listening to my people moan and complain every day, when the solutions to their problems is as simple as a game of tic-tac-toe. Now, I'm not here to shape your mind or give you great advice, because I know your attention and your concept of me will not even allow me to give you an option. Even though many people have took that option and ready to make a move. And I'm very thankful for those people who have signed up for the 5,000 Elite. But I want people to understand 5,000 Elite is a code. It's not what you think it is. It's not a money-making scheme where we slush around money, make things. To understand it is to understand the code. The code this society runs on is so fragile and so simple and so easy that no one even thinks they can do it. Think about that. Something so easy that it's the hardest thing in the world. Now, breaking down the code, for most people, they're going to have to get out of the code in order to understand and see the code firsthand. By someone sharing some experiences and some ideas and some little visuals on the computer or whatever the hell it is that I think I'm doing. One must pull himself out of the equation. In order to understand the equation. If you are in the code, you can understand some essence of the code, but you would never fully understand the essence of the code unless you have some way to get out. Opinion. To control the options of a community requires mathematical ability. To sustain a government or a society require mathematical ability. To be able to function at a decent level in life, one has to have at least a simple mathematical ability. Example: personal example. I work with the store owner. English is garbage. Reading is garbage. But he understands math. By owning 2 stores and sometimes even travel to California to pick up goods, with help from some relatives, he is still able to manage 2 stores successfully for multiple years. If you don't understand the math, you simply don't understand. So when I talk about the code, I am talking about math. When it comes to us at the 5,000 Elite, we are the essence of the code. And it's very important that our members understand this. We are not an investing company where you just put in a couple dollars and we go flip some products for you and then we give you a cut. Some of that might occur, but that is third stream. Information. The first thing is to understand that you are part of a code. Congratulations. You have made the first step towards controlling our options for our gain. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I'm gonna come back with chapter 4 pretty soon, and we're gonna get into the biological and eternal and spiritual. It's going to get very deep eventually, but you know, I would like to talk about solutions first so people can understand before we get into the weird stuff. But you have to stay focused on the solutions and don't get too caught up in the weird stuff. The weird stuff, it's only to give you a source of entertainment, and also it is to, you know, give you a source of outside of your normal everyday personality. I want to snatch you out of that personality, and I want you to look at your personality, not, you know, look at your personality outside of your personality, but not your personality looking at your personality, like being another person with the pure mind, looking at yourself. What would yourself think, if that makes sense? And so this software had chopped up all of my words, so I have a lot of work to do. I have to clean this stuff up, but we appreciate you guys. You know, y'all know who y'all is, and it's very important that you understand this is something, you know, that'll be very difficult to try to tell someone, you know, what we are and what we are doing. But this is why we are elite, is because, you know, we study higher forms of mathematics, and we don't study higher forms of religions and higher forms of philosophy and Shakespeare and all that type of shit. We study math, and so there is some higher forms of mathematics that's not being taught, and a lot of it is not even in English. Like, you know, like some of it is in other languages. It is so sophisticated, and we're going to be getting to some of that stuff. As elite people of our people, we have to know the elite math. If you don't know and understand the elite math, then you're just another motherfucker with, you're just another person just trying to, you know, do what the next man doing with a little kick and a little spin. But teaching you some math that's not even taught in college, that ain't no scheme, that ain't no scam. But one has to be ready for that, because if you know, get a hold of the wrong mathematics and you don't know how to handle it, it can take a toll on you. It can do some things to you. We also going to be getting into some hypnosis, some, you know, hypnotizing tactics. We're going to be getting into some, you know, to some frequencies, different type of frequencies, where people can feel certain types of, you know, certain types of moods and modes by certain sounds and things like that. We're going to get into some very high-tech stuff on this show. But unfortunately, you know, if you're not a member of the 5000 Elite, chances are, you know, you're just going to get the beginning stages of the show, and then we're going to, you know, move to a more private, open discussion type of thing, and eventually everybody else is going to get it too. But if you're not ready to have the power of mathematics, I mean, some people are not ready, you know. Some people are not ready, and there's some stuff out there that I'm not ready for, like driving a motorcycle. Like, I'm just too goofy. Like, I'm just too goofy. I'm gonna flood this. I just know my goofy self. I get all that power under me like that. I'm going for it. I can't help it. I'm finna max this mug. Whoo, do like 190 and never come back type dude. So I'm not mature enough for a motorcycle. But shout out to all the mature motorcycle drivers out there, man. Ty Data just too goofy. I'm not ready for all that power, you know, all that damn power under my hand like that. It's just, I'm not ready for it. And just like that, some people are not ready to take that step Some people are not ready to, move forward in life. Some people are not ready, to learn new math and learn new tactics, and even deal with the solutions. And like I say, I tell you right off the bat, majority, or I'm just to say 100% of our problems can be solved with the simple brain skills or the brain sat of a damn tic-tac-toe. If you can win the game of tic-tac-toe, you can solve all our problems. And to me, it is just that simple. And people say, well, why are you not trying to solve them? Well, I am. But it's just some people, I don't want to call them dumb, but some people attention span is just, not up to par. And so you can't even get nobody attention for that long unless you're giving them unless you're literally giving them money, you're paying them, or you're giving them some type of pleasure or some type of entertainment. And so if you're giving them pleasure and you're paying them, or you're giving them entertainment, chances are that's going to water down what you're trying to do. If you're trying to entertain them at the same time and sneak it in there, that's not how you get shit done. You can get some money from that, but that's not how you get, manipulate or trick people. That's not really how it works. So if you really, want to get going and want to solve the problem, I mean, it's not that hard, man. It's not. It's just as simple as a tic-tac-toe game. And that's as simple as I can put it. I'm your boy Ty Data. Shout out to all the members of the 5000 Elite. I hope you guys are understanding this at a deeper level and understand what you're a part of and what you're signing up for. We out here 24/7 non-stop. Peace. What up? This your boy Ty Data. This Gail right here. You finna sign up. You finna sign up for the 5000 Elite. Gail, you wanna say something, man?
Yeah, hi, it's Gael. I'm just signing up for 5000 Elite just to help the community. Thanks.
So we out here, y'all. So he's signing up right now, man. I don't know if y'all can even see that. I can't even see that. You know what I'm saying? He's signing up right now. So, man, get yourself signed up. You wanna tell him where you from, man? You wanna tell him where you from?
No.
Yeah, he's from straight West African all day. Look at that. Look at that lips. Look at them nose. Look. That's straight West African all day. You gonna get that. Right. No, that's straight West African all day. You know what I'm saying? And, man, we got finna get heavy. Let's do it. What up, Gail? You want to show off what you got? He got his little representation stock. I can't show it to you because I don't want you to see his name, all that. That's private stuff. But he got that. Checking out your email. What you get in your email?
I think as well.
So he got his email right there, and sign up and get your card right. Sign up there. Well, he right here, so he don't need it. He can get his. He got his card all right here. So he got his card right here.
So I have to sign up for that?
No, you right here, so you don't need to. That's only if I need to ship it to you.
Okay.
So we all good. We finna do big business all back to Togo, man. All over the country. We ready. So you should get it. You should get something else too. You should get some else. You don't need to do that because that's only for shipping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I give you your card right here. So you got that too. But I need to scan that real quick. Put that on there, and you should get another receipt from Stripe. So Stripe should give you a receipt too. It might be in your spam.
No, it goes.
It might be in your spam. And so later you're gonna get another receipt for your. Let me see what else you get.
Sometimes take your time.
Yeah, you should get more emails. Let me see.
No. I'll have to check it.
Let me see. I'm gonna put the camera. So you need to get in too, man. We gonna plug you up too, man. We gonna sign you up
We're
too.
gonna plug you like I plug my computer, man.
Yeah, we gonna plug you up. Yeah. So yeah, man. You get yourself signed up, man. We ain't playing. I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know what they doing. But y'all see what we doing.
Okay. Can y'all see this right here? This is an older model right here. So they got something that go fast. But it takes 2 jumbo rolls. And this we out here, 5,000 Elite, we out here. I don't know if y'all gonna wait on the YouTubers, but we out here. Check it out. Is it done? You see what I'm saying? 5,000 Elite. We out here.
我一个黎巴嫩的客户要这个东西，我拍个发给他。